Anytime they tell you, say, Igbo people like money, tell them there's a man called Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Anytime they tell you, say, Igbo people get the most corrupt politician, tell them there's a man called Mr. Gregory Peter Obi. Yo, see, all these are propagandas. They have been spreading propaganda in the Southeast, telling them that they're this, they're that. I'm telling you, it's all propaganda. You know what I'm saying? As a Yoruba boy, you understand, where be our own, like, who, like, comparing it Sunday Igboho now with Nnamdi Kanu now is a spit on the face. Like, no, nobody Sunday Igboho now don't go join APC. It's not an APC candidate. Then our Yoruba nation, what would they fight for? He has thrown it in the bin. You know what I'm saying? So, speaking of people with integrity, go to the Southeast, the food there. The food there. Long live the people, man. Long live the king.
Listen very carefully. When Two-Face sang that song, Who God Don't Bless, No Man Can Curse, you may think it's a joke, but this is true. Nature has placed people above you. You cannot thwart it. Your senior brother is your senior brother. You can't change this fact. There's no amount of things you will do that will make you to outgrow your senior brother in age. Nature puts him ahead of you. They say whatever goes up must come down, but that's not true in all cases. Age is something that will ever grow up and will never come down. Continue to go up. What am I trying to say? There are people who are above you, and there's nothing you will do to be above them. Nature has placed them above you. So it's not a competition. It's not an argument. You are the one trying to suppress it, giving logical reasoning, saying, but they've said that, no matter what you say, they are going to be above you. And that is why I'm happy there is a Yoruba man that is saying it. And when you say Igbos too like money, show them Sunday Igboho. And when they tell Igbo people does not have integrity, show them Peter Obi. Why am I making this video? You know me, I am here to solve identity crisis. I've told you I'm going to be here for 10 good years to bring fact and evidence. And whatsoever you have known to be used against Igbo, I'm going to be bringing it out for you. The Yoruba medias have sat down and cooked up stories against Igbo. But over the time, we're beginning to see that Igbos are not the problem. And thank God that some of the Yoruba people have been able to see clearly that Igbos are not the problem. We keep fighting Igbo. We keep making them look at the problem of Nigeria. Meanwhile, the bigger problem is out there. The bigger problem are the rich, the elite, that want to spoil the country. So if you are the type that want to buy into the lies and falsehood, when you see my video, you can skip. But if you want to liberate yourself, please stay tuned. Whether you are Yoruba, Igbo, Hausa, Fulani, TV, Benin, you stay. But if you are the type that whenever you hear people talk about how good the Igbos are and you are angry, you can skip. The video is not made for you.
For second time, beyond 2027, 100%. 100%. About the end, that's why I do more to be with that's why I do online. After I do my that's why I do after Baba, I belong for another extra. I don't make it. I buy you, Baba. What about to leave, guys? Ogbe Atiku wèrè kan, àbófin wèrè kan wálẹ̀ Yorùbá. Lọ́wọ́ Ìgbòho aṣáájú ló ní 100% kó láti dìbò. Aṣáájú ni o second time.
No be Sunday Igboho na they compare with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You know, see him, that the difference is clear. A man is seeking after his own belly. The same man that is fighting Oduduwa nation is not threatening the Igbo and the Fulanis at large. We don't want to see Peter Obi and Atiku in the West, in Lagos, in Yoruba land. When we tell you that you are more tribalistic in nature, you think we are joking. You are not nationalists. Our people are criticizing people like Obi Kubana, chief priest, tackling them, but nobody stopped them from coming. Nobody will stop them from coming to defend Tinubu in the southeast. Sheikh Tinubu was there in Owerri, even went to church to give thanksgiving with his wife. Nobody stops them. Nobody threatens them. Nobody does that. But the man who has collected money is now becoming bold to come to the public and tell people who don't want to see the same thing that is happening in Benin. When a governor is telling people he doesn't have right. When you now see Igbos now say they want to leave the country, you are angry. But you are showing them that we are not one Nigeria. I've told you people in my last video, I said Igbos are the only one who are practicing one Nigeria because action speaks louder than your voice. I mean, actions are more powerful than words. This is why I tell my fellow Christians that there is no power in the words. Exactly. There is no power in any word. If I give you an assignment now, talk from here, reach 20 years, you cannot buy private jet. But the deaf and dumb can buy it. If you put the work, if you have the connections, he will buy it. Your prayer, your works does not do anything for you. God answer principle more than prayer. But I don't want to deviate. I want you to understand this. Your actions speak louder than your voice. Igbos are the one practicing one Nigeria. One actions that Igbos are taking everywhere you see them in Nigeria shows that the one that prefer Nigeria more than the Nigerians think. Because Igbo man will go to your village in the far north and build a house and stay there because it's one Nigeria. It's comfortable living there. But because you are not practicing one Nigeria, you're even practicing more division in Nigeria. You will go to the southeast or to the west or anywhere. You do your business, you go back to your place. None of you think of settling there because in your mind it's not your home. But if it's one Nigeria, it means that anywhere you are in Nigeria is your home. We are not saying you are going to hijack it, but you are not turning it because you are not practicing one Nigeria. You are not turning it that say Igbos want to dominate you. That's why they come there and want to build house, buy land. But it's actually what you are saying they are practicing in action. So their action are speaking louder than your voices. You are just shouting, one Nigeria, one Nigeria. But in your actions, you are not. See, I'm like threatening the Igbo, telling them to not to come to that place. And when people, the same Igbo people now say, okay, now we don't want one Nigeria, we'll let them leave. You start shouting at Willow. They should go back to their region. Tribalism has eaten you up. Tribalism. Instead of you to come together and fight the government that are messing up everything, you guys will be there supporting tribalism. Funny enough, even in the so-called South, the other ethnic groups around the Southeasterners are even playing the same politics, including my people who are Igbos in nature but deny their Igbo identity, are playing the same politics. They have brainwashed you to believe that the Southeast, who are demanding for good of the nation, are the ones who are bad. That is why I call it brainwashing. They have made you believe that seeking for a good thing is bad. Why did Igbo want to leave? Because as if we don't want to solve the problem of the country, let us turn our own and solve our own problem by ourselves. Because giving them opportunity to solve the problem is that Nigerians all will enjoy. But you don't want them to have the opportunity to solve it. So they want to leave.
But I will try to be simple. Power generation is not rocket science. It's just generator. So just remember and imagine that I better pass my neighbor in 1 million times its capacity, but in one place. So if you can make that size of 1 kilowatt, you can make a power turbine of 1,000 megawatts. That's that simple.
This same Fashola that told Nigerians that he's not a rocket scientist to fix electricity. He spent 8 good years under Buhari that could not fix it. Tinubu still came. Lied to entire Nigeria that if he did not fix light, they should not vote him again. But today you are still tribalistic in nature, trying to support the same man. We cannot do anything. A man has left you in the national grid and fixed solar instead of fixing light, has fixed solar. Meanwhile, a state in Nigeria is having steady lights today, which is an Igbo man in Abia State. But if they tell you now, leave the Igbo man to run this system, he said no. You are not sharing rights to everybody. So you see, Igbos are not the problem of this country. This is why I'm making this video. For some of you that I don't want to embrace your Igbo-ness, we in the Igbo are not the problem of this country. We're actually doing more than you many of you can think. We're not saying that the Igbos are the best, that there's nobody sinful among them. No. There are still evil ones, even in my family. Every family on earth has one bad uncle, one bad auntie. I keep saying it. We're not saying they are 100% perfect. But in the equation, they have more people who are ahead of all of us in terms of integrity. So that's why when Obi Kubana said Igbos don't have knowledge, it baffles me. Where is Chino Achebe? Where is Ngozi Adichie in the present time? Can he say that in presence of Ngozi Adichie? Can Obi Kubana say it? No. We know his political term. Just 2 months into politics, every woman is receiving woto from their hands. They are now insulting everybody. The people that are advising them don't know how to tell them political word because they are not politicians. You must have a term to tell your people the truth without them being offended. Many intellectuals came from the Igbo land, including the Zik of Africa. A man who, in his column of newspapers, still make a space for people to criticize him. That is why they call it Zik of Africa. Because the P2B will tell you that critics makes you better. Until we get it right by not being sentimental, until we start telling ourselves the truth, until we start living in the Igbo to maximize their maximum potential in Nigeria, Nigeria will not go forward. The Igbos, once we are still holding the Igbos on the ground, we are all holding ourselves. Exactly. Until we release them, allow them to function with merit. They merited it. They merited their sincerity. They merited their visionness. It is God-given. It is follow come. God has blessed them. You cannot take it away from them. I'm out of here, Biko.